Previously, the fuse box trolley didn't have a proper home, and now it does. And the parcel box trolley had a home, but no signage to say that that's where it was supposed to be left. So Jake very kindly made me 2 signs for the trolleys, and I marked out the parking spots for them as well.
When Blue Roll ran out, I didn't know where to locate it to restock, so I'm going to fix that now. Here's the after, label up where to restock from. Thank you.
Hi Frank, what are you doing?
Labeling.
Every single drawer, whatever is in there, it needs a label. Beautiful job, every single part labelled. All the pens, knives, drivers in here, we start to work on it. This is all reorganized in here, so we're just making ourselves our work cell that we can nice and easily work on any project that we have in here, and as easy access as it can be. Thanks for your help today. Thanks.
Okay, so this is just a little fix and what bugs me improvement. So when the cages or trolleys get delivered round to the back of our packing area, this brush is consistently being knocked on the floor all the time. Just literally knocked down, you have to pick it back up, and I think it's just because of the location it's in that the trolleys will hit it, or the stock might hit it on its way past, so we're going to fix it. Okay, so this is the after. So we've just moved the location from here to here. No trolleys or cages go through this gap, but they do on this side. So now there'll be no more struggle of every time I walk round after cages have been delivered, seeing that on the floor. It won't happen again. Okay, so I was at the bracket packing desk today, and I noticed that when I was putting paper into the bin kept falling off, and that's because the bracket isn't connected properly. So I'm going to fix what bugged me. Okay, so I've now tightened the bracket up how it should be. Much better.
So a quick process improvement here. We're just running an experiment on this one. So currently, if you want to restock an item, you have to find it in the list, go to here, and you'll have to type in a number here. I'll just type in 1 for the sake of the video. And then you make to open, and then you go to print. Now the print is one of the slowest processes because you have to wait for it to load up, then you have to print it, make sure you're on the right printer, print, and then it comes out like that. But the quicker way to do it is in fact to generate all of the Kanbans first. So you generate them all and set them to open, and then if you come into this list here, you actually back print them. So rather than waiting each time for it to print, for it to come out of the printer, then tear it off, if you print it all in bulk, you can then be sorting it whilst other tabs are printing. So you're working in parallel there, which is saving you time. Give that some time perspective. We've got 20 orders on here that needed printing, and we've got 19 on here that needed printing. So rather than spending maybe 20 to 30 seconds per Kanban printing it in batch has probably saved close to 20 minutes this morning. So one of the tasks I have to do quite regularly on MailChimp is to go through all of the unsubscribers and archive them. So if we have an unsubscriber, we're still being charged for that person, they're still being part of the fee we pay, whereas when they're archived, we're no longer charged for them. So I'd normally have to go through manually, find all the ones who are unsubscribed, and sit there and start an archive. Whereas now, I followed Jack's example from Friday, and I've set up a Zapier. So what I've got here is every time there's a new unsubscriber on MailChimp, it automatically archives them. So every time it happens, I won't have to get involved, it'll do it automatically for me, saving me a good 5 or 10 minutes a week. Decided to do a bit more with Zapier, so I've now got one that looks at the ID part number list, so whenever I add anything more to here, it will add a card to Trello, so just one here. Test edition for Trello, so that one is taken the data from there. This doesn't run instantly, so it's not going to be good if your workload doesn't fit it, but what I tend to do is I tend to get the ID, name it, then I'll draw the rest of the file, I'll export it, and then my last step is to add it to Trello. So by the time it's done all its bit in Zapier, it will be there waiting for me. So all I have to do is add an image and add any tags to it. So I was trying to open this file here, and the size of it is 250 megabytes. It's not open right, and it's been really struggling to think. It's currently in not responding mode, so I'm going to try and set up a template which will try and mitigate this problem. So I have set up a template for this one. The template is 1.4 megabytes, and it opens much faster, so probably 15 minutes saved if I got to open that file again. As we're adding new products to FBA now, I've added the sheets on the Amazon control board. There's nothing yet to know about what Amazon wants, so I've put some initial orders through and I've recorded them here. So just following standard, and means it'll just become part of the board.
Alright, when I cleaned the rumbler out the other day, I didn't have a watering can to fill it back up with water, so just got Jake to order me one, labelled it up, it's got a nice little home inside. Thank you.
My improvement for today, I was always struggling with where to put my gloves, always losing them. So I made this little thing, so now I can put the gloves here every day, so I know where they are in the morning. Thank you.